Hey going guys, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Now a little while ago I unboxed the SJCAM, which I thought was a great camera, and I compared it to the GoPro Hero 3 for size. Now I've finally gotten around to getting outside and giving you guys a test between 1080p at 30 frames a second and 60 frames a second, and with the gyroscope on or off. Also 2K at 30 frames and 4K interpolated at 24 frames a second to give you guys a good indication of how it looks. Yes, it's only a Hero 3 that I'm comparing it to, but it still gives you a good, good idea of what you're getting yourself into and what type of money, bang for buck you're getting when you're buying the SJCAM. But here's a little rig that I came up with. Now, DutchRC Adventures, I got this idea from, so thank you very much, brother. He had a similar idea to this, so I copied his type of mounting system here, so it gives you a great idea, gives you a great way to mount both cameras and kind of similar footage at the same time. But go check out his channel, I'll leave it in the link in the description box. But hope you guys like the footage. Bear in mind that none of this footage will be edited in any way, so it's going to be the raw footage just to compare. So hope you guys like the videos. Let's see how they look. Okay guys, now this is at 1080p at 30 frames a second with the SJCAM gyro stabilization on. So let's just give a bit of a walk and see if you can notice a difference at all. Slightly windy here as well, so I guess it gives you a good indication of how the microphone behaves in semi-windy conditions. Downhill, so it should be a little bit more jumpy. So it should be an indication of the gyro does anything. Okay, so that's the first test. Okay guys, now this is the second test. This is at 1080p at 60 frames a second for the SJCAM, and obviously my Hero 3 Plus only goes to 1080p at 30 frames a second. But let's give it a test and see how it looks. Keep walking down this path here. Nice panning shot. That should give you a good indication of the 60 to 30 frames a second if it jumps when it was doing that panning 360 spin. See how they look when you go pretty close up to an object. Good test. Got a lady beetle on this tree here. This is also with the stabilization on the SJCAM. So another quick test. Now let's try 2K footage.
Okay, now this is at 2K for the SJCAM, and the Hero 3 is at its maximum 30 frames per second. Obviously it's going to be a big difference in quality, but just want to give you an indication of how it actually looks. And if there you can see the actual big difference. So let's do a little close-up like we did before. And just remember, this is at 30 frames a second for both devices, except the SJCAM is pumping out the resolution at 2K. Walking up a hill here, so it should be slightly bumpy. And then the SJCAM has the gyro on. So, like before, it will show any difference compared to the GoPro that has run. Nice panning shot here. Now let's see if we can get into these bricks and different focuses or continual focus. Okay, now for the last test, I'll put on 4K and let's see how that one looks.
Okay guys, now the SJCAM is pumping out 4K interpolated though, so it's not true 4K, but it does a pretty good job in sorting it all out. Like always, the GoPro is at 1080p, maximum 30 frames a second. The SJCAM's at 4K at 24 frames a second, so we'll give you a good test and see how it looks. My face is in the sun here, so yeah, it's pretty bright here, but it might look good on the camera, so let's go for a walk. Like the other tests, the gyro is on the SJCAM. And let's see if we notice a difference at 24 frames a second to 30 frames a second when we do a nice big panning shot. So I go from left here, trying to hold it as steady as I possibly can. So hopefully you see a bit of a difference. Do a bit of a walk and go up towards this tree here and notice a difference in clarity with 4K, even though it's not true 4K, to 1080p. So we can go up to this tree and have a look at the bark, or even try to get some details of these ants running up and down the tree. You should be able to tell the difference in quality. So it goes from bright in the sky, and if we go back down to a dark subject, that's how it looks. Pretty cool. Now you guys be the judge and tell me how it looks and what you think in the comments.
Now one thing that did catch my eye with the SJCAM is the ability to zoom. And this is pretty much the only action camera that I've seen have this function. So if you just push the toggle switches on the side of the camera here, as you can see, that's at maximum times 8 zoom. Obviously the quality degrades when you zoom in, but it just gives you a good indication, and you can zoom fairly, fairly deep into the subject. Now I won't go so far with 8 zoom in this one, but that's how it looks if I zoom in to this. There we go. Now obviously I guess it's good just to zoom in slightly. You don't want to go all the way, otherwise like you saw before it will degrade in quality slightly, but it is good to have that option. Obviously the GoPro doesn't have that, and it is much more. So when you think about bang for buck, this SJCAM is great value for money. Zoom in on these leaves there. It's not as accurate as a camcorder. Obviously you can't zoom slow or fast, so just push button and it will go. But anyway, another test, and you know, you guys be the judge for yourselves and tell me what you think.
Okay guys, so which one do you think won? In my opinion, the SJCAM, the one at the top here, for value for money, bang for buck, is the clear winner for me. I got this for I think $150 from GearBest. It was on special, free delivery. You know, you can't really go wrong. It's got great 1080p at 60 frames a second, which is good for slow motion shots. The gyro works pretty well. Does 2K at 30 frames, true 2K. The 4K, albeit not true K, interpolated. It still does a pretty good job if you want the 4K footage. But for me, the main thing I wanted it for was the 2K and the 1080p at 60 frames per second. And for me, it does a great job. The GoPro Hero 3 is obviously an old camera. The 4's out now. But still, some of the footage I've seen doesn't really justify the price of what you pay for a GoPro. The SJCAM, you get a screen on the back as well. You get a nice rugged looking case. All the mounts fit GoPro mounts. So if you have it, like I do it, an existing GoPro, then you can use all the mounts and stuff like that as well, so you don't have to throw them in the bin or get new ones. It comes with a bucket load of accessories. It's waterproof as well. It comes with a spare door, which is great because I've already needed one. I've smashed it when I was doing some RC footage, but that's cool because you can get all the parts and it's all cheap. I can't really say anything really bad about the camera. From the footage that you've just seen, I think it holds its own. So what do you guys think? Be interested to hear what you guys think. Leave in the comments below. I'll try to answer any questions that you have. But like always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It's very much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Catch you around.